16-6. It's their 6th straight win over the Cardinals. Geno Smith, still has never lost against the Cardinals in his career. Kyler, meantime, 2-7 against Seattle, and those 12s causing some havoc for this offense, staying on time and pre-snap issues as well. Murray just 285, it all added up, but an INT, no touchdowns. All right, best career record versus the Cardinals. Few have been better. Geno Smith loves the matchup, and we come off a week where the Seattle Seahawks took down the 49ers. Geno had never won against the 49ers. You thought maybe a trend would be bucked here. Not so fast. This trend continues, and it's one Geno wants. Now 5-0 against AZ.
A great Raging Cajun right there.
All right, back in studio with the guys. A shout out to our team upstairs. Our stats and info department does an amazing job. This is the first loss when accounting for 17 points or fewer, this defense by Arizona, since 2018. They have not lost when giving up 17 or fewer since 2018. Let me say that in a more concise manner. What if this offense was so futile today, Emory? What were they failing to do offensively to complement that defensive effort?
In my notes, I put the Cardinals got mushed in the head by Seattle. It felt like they just was out physicaling Arizona. And you saw this up front. They just beat these guys up front. They were more physical. They started to heat up Kyler Murray, and bad Kyler Murray versus pressure started to pop up. That's why we saw these errant throws, these bad decisions. He conceded a sack or two, and he didn't play like the guy that we saw earlier in the season that was playing with super confidence. So I just thought the Seattle Seahawks stole their money today, Ryan, and that's what, to me, just seems like the biggest issue. Shout out to Neil Lomax right there, but it was the biggest issue, you know, for this Cardinals offense today.
Yeah, Neil Lomax played in St. Louis. That was so long ago.
Ryan, the why is one thing, and we saw why in this game. Offensively, we just couldn't figure it out. But the when is also very important for Arizona. It seems like when they get in these scenarios, top of the division, 4-game winning streak, coming off the bye, you get something like this. What about the when?
Yeah, second half of the season, and this isn't Cliff Kingsbury's fault because we like to point the finger at him historically in Arizona. He's not there anymore, and I think Jonathan Gannon's done a fantastic job as the head coach. Drew Petzing's done a wonderful job as the offensive coordinator. But to Emory's point, it hasn't happened after the bye this week. And I will say this, to follow up on what Emory's talking about with the Seattle team. Mike McDonald, when he got to Baltimore, it took a minute for that Ravens defense to understand what he wanted to happen. It's taken a minute the first half of the season for this defense to understand what Mike McDonald wants. Since the bye, they've gotten right. You talk about the 49ers game. They took it to San Francisco. We can talk about the injuries all we want. This Arizona Cardinals team was legit. And the interesting thing now is they're both 6-5. The difference is Seattle's in first place. They're the 3rd seed. Arizona's down on the outside looking in at 8. There's a lot that can happen. The Rams got to play tonight, so on and so forth. But that's the difference between first place in the division and outside looking in the playoffs, even though you have the same record. And I think you can expect this defense to get even better as we go through the rest of the final month of the season here, as Mike McDonald has these guys buying in and understanding what he wants.
Nobody out of it in that race in the West, but teams feeling different right now, and the Seattle Seahawks certainly feeling themselves following a big-time win over the Arizona Cardinals. More numbers on this one. Ran into a bigger bird. Is a Seahawk?
That's a good play.
Is a Seahawk a true aviary? Is that a real bird? I feel like that's like a
seagull.
It's like a computer bird.
All right.
Right.
It's like a video game bird. A cardinal, I can attest. I can attest that is a bird. Wasn't the big bird in this one. Points per game, just 6. 0-1. They'll get another shot against the Seahawks, whether real or fake. We will find out.
Yep, 3 weeks.
2 weeks until their next matchup.